Alexandria Cleo, and I'm here on behalf of the Jenkintown Community Garden with my fellow gardener, Maureen Musa. Hello. And we're here to talk to you about our demonstration garden here in Town Square. This is such a beautiful area that we thought it would be a great place to have a demonstration garden.
Yes.
Tell us why you put down the string.
Personally, for myself, I like working with the grid pattern because it makes it easier to plant the vegetables and the herbs, and I know what's planted there because we have these little signs here that actually tell you what's planted. Like here, looks like there's nothing in the ground, but it's horseradish, and horseradish is a root vegetable.
I really like that, Marie, because when I plant, I have a tendency to forget what I planted.
I've done that too. I've done that too. That's why I put little sticks, so like if you're looking around and you want to see what's growing where. Over here we have garlic, and we have two different types of sage plants, and right here these little green leaves are actually horseradish. We have radishes here, and though they're really small, the radish plants will grow almost a foot and a half, 2 feet tall. And you'll know when they're ready because you'll actually see the bulb of the radish appearing up above the ground.
We're having a squash over here. It's a zucchini because it's flowering. What is it?
It looks like it's going to be a yellow squash.
A yellow squash. So it's already starting to flower.
And it has nasturtiums next to it.
And that comes really beautiful colors, oranges. Yes.
Yeah. Right. We have celery growing here, sage, more marigolds interspersed. Right in the front here is a lavender plant.
People have been so generous with the garden, but most importantly, we really appreciate that people have respected the garden and not run through it and really taken it as their own. So thank you so very, very much. If you really like what you see, please feel make a donation to the Jenkintown Food Bank. Thank you very much.
I'm one of the owners at Keep here in Jenkintown.
Mike Jenkins, the chef here at Keep.
And Melody and Chef Mike, can you tell us what you're going to be doing today?
Sure, we're going to do a little heirloom tomato salad with some green beans, some red vein sorrel, which we're growing back here, and a little bit of sherry vinaigrettes, and a spicy tomato sauce.
Welcome to Jenkintown. Thank you for opening your business, your restaurant in Jenkintown. What brought you to Jenkintown?
I think Michael and I wanted to get out of the city. We have been working in the city for about 20 years, working at restaurants all over Center City. And we wanted to have a little bit more of a personal experience. We wanted to be in a community. Things are a little more transient in Center City, we found. So we wanted to come to almost a smaller town, but still a suburb of Philadelphia.
Well, welcome to Jenkintown.
Thank you.
We just want to put a quick disclaimer. You normally wear a mask you always wear a mask when you're cooking, but for demonstration purposes, you're not doing it today.
That is correct.
Thank you very much.
Safety first.
Safety, thank you so much. So please, go ahead and show us how you get started.
Sure thing. So first things first, we have our heirloom cherry tomatoes. Various colors, various sizes here. Just kind of cut those right in half to the bowl. We have our scallions.
So you should be generous with the scallions.
I'm a big fan of scallion. For me, at least, it's hard to overdo it with scallions unless they're really, really sharp and spicy. I think they give a kind of thorough onion flavor without overpowering things. I always refrigerate it just to get as kind of much out of it as we can, especially in these trying times. I hate wasting food. It's one of my biggest pet peeves probably in the world is anything going to waste. So
That's great to hear. Because food waste is such a big issue, yet we have food insecurity at the same time.
And that's actually something I've always kind of focused on in my career is zero waste cooking. Everything can either be turned into powder, a pickle, a sauce that can go into veg stock or chicken stock or something like that. And even something that's not edible, even like used coffee grounds will turn into compost or donate to people to add to their compost piles and things like that.
Wonderful.
So yeah, if you can do something with it, you should do something with it.
Great to hear.
This is a spicy tomato salt. So we took here some tomato puree, a bit of horseradish, a bit of citric acid, cooked that out and made a puree and dehydrated that overnight. Ground that into a powder and mixed it in with some flake sea salt so it gets almost like the flavor profile of cocktail sauce or something along those lines. That was kind of the inspiration. And a little bit of our sherry vinegar. Probably a little bit more olive oil there. Take a little bit of our red vein sorrel, which we picked fresh earlier.
Melanie, did you planted the sorrel?
We did. So Michael's mother, Michelle, is a phenomenal gardener, and really she's been, I think, a huge inspiration to both of us as far as growing and maintaining and eating from your own land. And she's been great with helping me plant things, and I've been doing some things been doing most of it on my own. And it's really easy with pots. It's really easy to maintain. You don't get all of the weeds and things like that. They're really quick and easy, and just using a lot of organic stuff, not using like harsh pesticides and things like that. That's really important for us.
Give that a nice toss. Make sure everybody looks like they're getting along. Take our plate. Again, letting some of that drain off just a bit.
It smells amazing. Even through the mask, it smells amazing.
Well, in this kind of heat, we're basically cooking these tomatoes as we work with them, which is
Awesome. You can smell the herbs. It's really beautiful.
it's a little bit of our spicy tomato salt right over the top. We'll finish that with just a little bit more olive oil. There we go. Take a few of our dianthus, really brighten the plate up. A cheap,
It looks like a picture.
we'll call it a cheap restaurant trick to making beautiful food. Flowers automatically make everything prettier. So there we have a nice, at this point, warm tomato salad with green beans, red sorrel, and a sherry garlic vinaigrette.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure on our side.